All right, we are good. Everything is synced up so I can edit easily. Yay.
Sounds good.
Put on my subreddit. So, yeah, this is a turn-based podcast. Woohoo!
Yeah, first
I'm your host,
episode.
Riku X Payne, or RikuTheBest, whichever you prefer to call me, or The Dark Knight. And you have Fruitcake,
Fruitcake
Vanessa,
over here.
Van,
What's up?
Fruitcakeu. So,
Big sis, whatever.
Big
I have
sis,
so many
little
nicknames.
bro.
You guys give me so many, man.
Yeah. So the funny part about this is I was never big on watching a lot of podcasts until, well, maybe like within the last year or two. But, you know, I always tend to watch stuff like just different things. And, you know, when I did watch someone's like a certain podcast, it stuck with me and everything. So it's like, you know what? I kind of want to try making my own podcast. I know we brought it up before.
Each other talk. That's all we
Yeah, pretty
we
much.
want to hear ourselves talk. Then we don't talk enough already.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's like, you know what? I want to try my hand at having my own podcast, and I really wanted my co-host to be my big sis Vanessa and everything. Ooh, I feel like we have a very similar mindset and stuff, so I thought that would be really good for like just discussing certain topics, because we would, you know, we are on the same wavelength and stuff like that.
We're drift compatible.
Yeah, we're drift compatible pretty much.
Drift compatible.
So how was your day so far, Van?
My day was good. I actually slept in today, which was good because my dog kept waking me up again this morning.
Oh,
Freaking
God, Murray.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's getting pretty bad. You know, he's kind of like a child. You know how they say, like, if your child is, like, crying all the time, it's probably a good idea just to ignore him for, like, a little while so they don't get it in their heads that every time they cry, they get something.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to do that with Murray, but he's so loud, like I can't go back to sleep because he's just crying at my door. So I have to let him in. If I don't let him in, he's just gonna cry there the whole time. So, poor Murray. Poor my sleeping schedule, man. He's something. He's a big child. How was your day, by the way?
It was actually pretty good. What time did I wake up? 1 o'clock, of course, normal for me, I guess.
Oh.
So get my video out on time for the most part, and you know, things looking good. And I was watching a few streams to pass the time until Vanessa wake up and put on her face and makeup and stuff like that, you know. I went to go shave, you know, our guy stuff. I went to go shave and stuff.
Our guy stuff. Just wash your face with soap.
Yo,
and you're like, fine. I don't know how you guys do it.
Wow.
I know that's what you guys do. A lot of my friends do that. A lot of my male friends do that. They're just like, yeah, I just wash my face with the same soap I use for my body. I'm like, and how are you not like breaking out everywhere?
Yeah, I mean, I have a separate body wash, and then I have shampoo, and then I have like some type of conditioner for my hair specifically and everything. So I kind of have a little routine going on, and you know, I had to shave since I did get my charger.
That's more than some of my male friends. For sure.
You know, it'd be like that. You know, when I decided to make a video of shaving my face hair and I all of a sudden don't like it anymore, you know, that happens. Okay. So I kind of like not having like a mustache and a goatee. Like I'll stick with the baby face. Yeah, I'm kind of used to it now.
There you go. When did you start? That was a video that you did. I remember you were like, if it gets a certain amount of likes, you're gonna shave your face or something.
Yeah, it's like,
now
because I
don't even remember what you look like with facial hair now.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. It's like, how did it start? Okay, so yeah, I think I woke up one day and thought of like, okay, maybe I should do something different, see what type of reception this gets, or you know what, let me see if I can get like a light go for shaving my goatee and my mustache, and you know, and people definitely brought into it.
Everyone smashed that like button so
Yo,
fast.
they did. I've never had that many likes, dude.
Everyone's just like, everyone wanted to know what babyface Riku looked like.
Really?
But no, it looks good. It looks good. I think it looks better. It looks clean. I mean, I honestly, I'm not really a beard person.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I'm biased.
Hopefully my future wife says the same thing, but you know, well, in due time. But I wanted to say this is our first like podcast episode number 1. I put up 2 ones. What the hell? 1?
Yeah.
So it's like
it's
we don't have
2 or 11. I don't know which one he's trying to say.
Hey, yo, we just skipped 1 through 9, and now like 1 through 10, we start at 11. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like we don't typically like a general topic for this first episode. Is just more so, I guess, I'm going to be reading over on topics. I did make a subreddit specifically for the podcast, so I'll check on there in a second and whatnot. And it's like we don't have like any general topic for the first episode. Just, I guess, letting you guys know, why we wanted to do a podcast. And did you ever want to do a podcast with us? I know you've been in a few podcasts.
Yeah, I've actually always wanted to do a podcast. I have been in a few, and I don't know, something about like just getting my like ideas and talking with other people. And also I'm just very curious to see what people want us to talk about. I think that's why I kind of enjoy this a lot, because when we were coming up with like a concept and stuff, we didn't really have one. We're just like, yeah, whatever people want us to talk about, whatever we feel like talking about. Like, yeah, I think I like that more than actually having like a specific topic, because I feel like if we were to just talk about video games, there wouldn't be a ton of content. And there's a lot of people who do video game podcasts. So I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different and just talk about like a lot of different things. I feel like both of us, even though we do kind of we're like on the same wavelength, we also have similar, different like, perspectives. So I mean, me being a couple years older than you, and then you being younger than me, I feel like we could teach each other just like different stuff just because of the age gap. And because we're different, we're female and male or whatever gender. So like I think it'd be a good idea to just talk about random stuff and just have different perspectives on it.
Yeah, especially since you cosplay, and I honestly have zero knowledge of cosplay other than like what I know from you, because I don't like I didn't really have any cosplayer friends until I met you, I guess. And that's when I started meeting oh my God. And that's when I started meeting a lot of other people like Dee and, Mizzy and a lot of other cosplayers. Like, okay, you know what? That's actually pretty sick,
Yeah, and it was so cool because like the first time you ever went to a con was Anime Expo, which is the one that I told you to go to. I was like, yo, I have an extra ticket. You want to come?
Yo, I was sitting there thinking like, did she just offer me a ticket? Like, I felt kind of weird because I didn't even know you for that long, and it was like,
I'm weird like that. Like my family's like that. Like we love just bringing people together and like having them experience things. Random story. This is gonna be a total random story, but I remember one time, my sisters and I, we were all at an arcade with some friends and stuff, and we ran into this like Japanese foreign like I guess foreigner. He was like trying to come and stay in the US. He was originally from Japan. He didn't know too much English. Well, he knew some, but not like super fluent in it.
Yeah. And
so we were just like, yeah, you want to come over? We're gonna go dye our hair and like play video games. He ended up that same day we met him, he ended up sleeping over at my parents' house.
Oh, really?
yeah. Like we ended up just like chilling till like late night, and like it was the weirdest thing. I don't know why. My family and I were like that. We're very like welcoming. We always want, if someone tells us they've never done something, we're always like trying to get them to like do stuff. So like when you told me you've never been to a convention, and I was like, this fool plays video games and has never been to a convention. I was like, I had an extra ticket, so I was just like, I'd rather give it to someone who's never gone and like have them experience something as crazy as Anime Expo, because you don't get any bigger than Anime Expo. I mean, there are conventions that are way bigger, but Anime Expo I feel like is a good big con for like someone who's never been to
a convention. Huge, dude. Like I spent all the days like mostly there just walking around and experiencing things and just seeing everything that they have, walking around seeing the different types of booths. And oh man, it was huge, dude.
I remember that whole weekend because I was working that weekend. I was working with Bandai, and I remember you texting me everything that was you were like watching or going on. You're like, oh my god, I'm at Korean barbecue. Oh my god, I'm at this. I was just like, okay. You were like a kid at like Disneyland or something. It was really funny.
We need to go to Disneyland as well whenever things become
I'm so
much
down.
more safe.
I'm so down. Are you actually into roller coasters? Do you like roller coasters?
I've been to Cedar Point once. Hear me out. I'm not shy of getting on rides. However, if it's too high, I don't know. You have to.
Oh yeah, you're afraid of heights.
Yes, I've been on a
Oh.
really high ride at Cedar Point. I told myself never again, dude. Like I'll go on the rides if they aren't too high, if they don't just like shoot up and just come straight down. Like, phew, like
I'm a little bit curious then. So my husband is afraid of heights.
hmm
And I asked him one time, I was like, what scares you the most about, heights? And this is what he told me. He said, I'm afraid my feet are going to launch me off the edge. Like, I looked at him, I was like, you can control your legs, right? Like, they don't have a mind of their own. They're just not going to fly you out.
Just
like,
fly away, right?
Right. So like now I'm curious, what is like what are you scared of like when it comes to heights?
I if I get a little too high, I get a little nauseous and I can get dizzy. I don't like the feeling.
You get knees weak?
No, I don't know if I get the Christian situation, but no, I just get a little lightheaded. That's exactly what happened. I get lightheaded. And
I got it.
yeah, that's how I know when I've gone too high. In video games
Gotcha.
is fine. I just jump off the cliff all the time in video games. It's completely fine.
I wonder if that would be the same if you
With
had
VR?
like, a VR, yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were thinking that. It will probably have the same feeling for me. I would imagine, but I haven't tried VR.
Oh, okay. Well, one day we're gonna have to do
One
that.
day, yeah, one day. Okay. I want to see. I'm kind of curious to what they sent me over on the
Yes, let's
subreddit.
check out some of the topics. You need to send me that too, so I can send me the link so I can send it to everyone else.
Okay. So the first one is from Striking Comfort. How are you guys competing against coronavirus? Maybe having studies or other work, something what changed when Corona came to this world. So I'm guessing he's saying like, did it change any of our like daily norms when Corona hit and stuff like what have we done differently or like, how have we been
just
affected by it?
play more video games.
Yeah, honestly, just play more video
like
games.
that didn't really change like what I do day by day. I think the only thing that would I could say probably changed a lot for me was not being able to hang out with like friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of my friends, like we all play video games, so we just honestly just hang out on like Discord or hang out in whatever game that we're playing. But
Right.
yeah, I think also when I do actually go out, like it's really like at the first like few times I did go out during like COVID, like during quarantine and stuff, if I were like running errands, I think remembering to wear a mask all the time always messed me up. Like I wouldn't wear it in my car, but the moment, I would get out, I would forget that there's a pandemic going on. And so I'm just like, I'm about to walk into this like store without a mask on and everyone's just like looking at me. I'm just like, oh gosh. And then I remember.
did that one time as well because my mom, she's getting discharged from the hospital. She had a knee surgery and everything's all good. I went to go pick her up and as soon as I got to the like drive-through, like the parking area, I was like, okay, wait, I forgot my mask. I have like 4 masks right here. I forgot to like take one with me, put it in my coat, put it whatever. And I called my brother and I was like, oh, I'm here, but I left my mask, like I actually felt bad, because we're all supposed to be, wearing masks and being safe as possible and stuff. I mean, of course they supplied me with one naturally going into a hospital, but I still felt pretty bad for getting my mask since I rarely ever leave the house. And when I do, I forget my mask.
Yeah, like I had to get used to the whole like wearing a mask thing. But it was weird because when I visited Japan, like I remembered it because everyone was wearing it. But I guess it's just normal there. So when I'm walking around here, I'm like, oh, I'm in the U.S. They don't ever wear masks, and then now everyone's wearing masks. I'm like, I have to remember to wear my mask too. So
I know they normally wear masks out in Japan when they have like I guess a slight cold, or they could also do it for style as well. But,
or like the air quality too.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
In China, it's the same way too. Like they have an app that tells you the quality of the air. So if it's bad, they
they do
wear, like a mask.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, I guess for me, it didn't really change too much. I think the only thing is that Thanksgiving didn't really feel like Thanksgiving because usually Like the holidays in general
the family
haven't
supposed
really
to get
been
together,
feeling
you
like
know?
the holidays. Yeah, because no one's getting together. There are no parties. I spent Thanksgiving with just my immediate family, and that was it. And it's really weird because every year that we've had Thanksgiving, we've had like this giant party where
Right,
even
right.
my friends come over too. So yeah, it was like really, really weird. I think that's the only thing that I kind of am a little bit sad about, but it is what
Aw.
it is. It is what it is. I mean, eventually things will go back to normal, but yeah.
One thing KK told me about, which is Christine, for the people that don't know her, one of her other sisters, and
One of
yeah,
my sisters.
yeah, she always told me like whenever I'm having a bad day, I just put a message over on Twitter and let people know if I'm not feeling up to it and whatnot. You know, because we all have our good days and bad days, and I tell people all the time, and it's like, you know, I can wake up tomorrow feeling like crap, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
it can happen to anyone. And I just want to I want to be more vocal about it, so at least they'll know, you know, if I'm sending a video out late, you know, make them aware of my situation and everything. So it's like, one thing she would tell me is that, you know, things won't always be like this, you know, we won't always be dealing with this situation. So eventually it, you know, will go away, probably not 100% obviously, but you know, the situation will get better. It won't always be like this. That was like the whole general message that she was just like letting me know, and I was like, oh, I appreciate that, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing with like people in general. Like
Mm-hmm.
us as humans, we're able to adapt so well to a lot of things, and you'll be surprised how well people can adapt to their surroundings and their situations. I
Mm-hmm.
think the only thing we need to do now is just be more aware of each other and each
Yeah.
other's problems, and stop thinking so individually and start thinking about everything as a whole and the whole big
Mm-hmm.
picture. And we just got to do our part to help each other out. I think that's what we need to do now.
Yeah, we're all humans. We all live on planet Earth. We breathe the same oxygen. I mean,
Hmm.
might as well help each other. And but for my situation, I don't think much has changed from well, other than that I can't really travel as safely as I
Yeah.
did last year, because someone told me the first time you take a plane and travel somewhere, you're gonna get addicted to it. And
Oh, so true.
when I went to LA, I'm like, okay, and I, you know, the whole anime expo experience was amazing. And then, like, you know, after that ended, I told myself, hey dude, you know, I kind of want to do this again. Let me fly out somewhere else. And like 2 or 3 months later, I, you know, flew out to Denver and everything, you know, hung out with the homies and the big sis and everything. It was
That was
super fun.
fun.
I
That
never
was fun.
went.
You almost died on the
Yeah,
mountain.
stop it. Okay, okay. All right. I honestly, I didn't bring my
Riku
boots for
has
some
two
reason.
left feet. That's what he
Not like this. Yo, like I had on some cheap shoes and they had no grip, so I slid into Christian, and he literally just existed and saved my life. Like I bumped into him. It's like,
And he
it's like,
almost went off the edge of the mountain. Thank
yeah.
goodness you didn't.
Thank God I didn't. I'm
Oh
a
my
klutz. I'm a
goodness.
big klutz. I used to be so bad when I was a kid. I would trip. I still trip over my green screen like every other day. Naturally, like, oh my God, like I just need more room in here, dude. But yeah, I'm naturally a klutz. And yeah, like I said, I went out to Denver. It was around September, and then I went out to Vegas in December, January.
Vegas.
And dude, that was the most fun I ever had, honestly. Like,
Oh, I'm so happy. Vegas is super fun. Vegas is like it's turning into like a mini California, like a mini LA,
mm-hmm.
because all of the really good food from LA are coming over here.
That's good. That's good.
So, yeah, we have like amazing food here without the crazy traffic and the expensive housing, and we actually have parking. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, LA's crazy, but Vegas is definitely where it is. A lot of people are moving to Vegas too, which is crazy.
Right. So going back to the actual topic and stuff, yeah, for us, it doesn't really affect us much since we are content creators and we are normally used to working from home from the get-go. As far as your like cosplay shoots, I'm sure that wouldn't have too much of an effect since you normally go to like random, like maybe mountains or
I
maybe,
mean,
yeah.
the only thing that has changed with the cosplay for me is I'm not traveling as often to
Yeah.
conventions. And there's not really like, if I'm going to be working for a company or a video game company, there's not any events going on. So they're not really needing any cosplayers to promote at events. So that's definitely changed a lot. But yeah, I mean, they'll eventually come back. We'll have to see.
I spilled my water, but we don't talk about that.
I didn't even see it. I just saw your
good.
Like, movement over there.
I don't have my camera
like,
that low. Good.
Oh, see, I told you he is right. He is a klutz.
You spill water in food all the time. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
Not that often.
Okay, let me see what else I have on there. But yeah, that was good. That was a good topic right there. Oh my god, what are these other topics? Okay, okay, so this is a really good one from the Bebop 04. How to find your passion for something.
Ooh.
I really like that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. It's definitely, for me, when I found cosplay, it was definitely a feeling. When I first saw it, I was so fascinated by how intricate it could be, how fun it looked. And I'm a very creative person. And that's the thing, too. I think you need to tie in what you like to do and, like, find a passion that kind of, like,
that drives you?
Yeah, that kind of drives that in you. So for me, it's creativity. I love makeup. I'm a girl, okay? I love makeup.
Oh my god.
I like dressing up. Yeah, I like doing all those things, and just cosplay has all of that in just one like hobby. And so, and I also love learning, and cosplay, there's so much stuff to learn. There's so much things to learn and understand. And yeah, that's pretty much how I found cosplay. I went to my first convention, saw a bunch of cosplayers, and I was like, I want to do that.
Right. So,
and then with like video games, I mean, like I grew up with video games.
Yeah.
So that's always been like a huge passion for me. So you just got to find something that drives what you already enjoy doing.
It's really a topic that I like because I've met some people that don't have a hobby, you know? I've seen some people that didn't really have like a goal in mind, and just never really hit anything they really enjoy doing, you know, other than, well, just to pass the time. Like, for me personally, I grew up playing games and stuff. I had 3 other brothers. I'm the youngest of 4, and we all would play games like Sega, PlayStation, Super Nintendo, and like we would just surround ourselves with a ton of games and stuff. And I was staying up way longer than I should have been. My mom told me to go to sleep and stuff like that.
We all?
Yeah, so even without knowing like what it was that I was playing, I enjoyed it, you know? I enjoyed doing it. And I think I got into anime a little later than that, but yeah, that's pretty much how I get my passion for games, because my brothers at the time were like super competitive, and you know, I just wanted to play and have fun, and, you know, by me being the youngest one, you know, and it's like I play with them all the time, day in, day out, and it's like, you know, I really enjoy doing this, and I've been playing since like a young age, and I actually went to school for it. But fun fact, I think my last year of high school, it was some like representatives from a certain college came up to the school to like promote the school and tell us what the majors that they had and the curriculum basically of that school. And you know, I was like, okay, you guys have a game production program at the school, let me try this out, you know, because at the time I was like 16, 17, and
baby Riku.
So 1 month after I graduated high school, I started college, so I was still 17. And of course, during the early stages of college, you have to take the gen ed programs like the English, the, you know, math and all that stuff, until like the second year when I started taking classes towards my major. And that's when I started getting to the actual gaming program side of things. And like, actually, fun fact, halfway through, I didn't enjoy doing it anymore, honestly. I didn't. So I want to go back a little bit. So while in high school, like I said, I did enjoy games and stuff, and I made my YouTube account in 2008. Well, that's my second. Rico X Pain is my second YouTube account. So I started uploading games on there, because when I originally got on the platform, I would just watch videos. I would watch people like Ryan Higa, Kev Chumba, Smosh, a lot of older content creators, Jenna Marbles, stuff like that. And I would like how they would do videos as well, because, you know, it wasn't just always gameplay videos. So I was like, okay, let me, since I do have like video game consoles and stuff, let me try recording that and throwing that on YouTube. And that was, yeah, like I said, that was in 2008, beginning of 2009. A lot of my first videos aren't on my channel anymore, copyright issues, but
DMCA.
So yeah, DMCA pretty much. So a lot of the first videos I had on my channel were games like Warriors Orochi, Samurai Warriors 2, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and like I played a lot of those games and stuff, and I decided to put on the channel. It wasn't for money or anything like that. It was simply a hobby, you know? It was all because I enjoyed playing the games, and you know, this YouTube thing seems pretty cool. Let me try it out. Of course, I never told anybody about it because, you know, I was super shy and whatnot. And, and, yeah. And then of course, while in college, I was also still uploading YouTube videos and stuff. So I was kind of like doing like half and half. Wasn't totally concentrated on college, but more so concentrated on the YouTube side of things. So, you know, the more I did YouTube, the less I wanted to do, you know, to have a job inside like the gaming industry. I didn't want to pursue gaming. Well, I didn't want to pursue I'm trying to think of the word.
Game development.
Yeah, game development. Thank you. Yeah. I didn't want to pursue game development as a career. I was like, okay, I don't see myself doing this like after 2 or 3 years or whatnot. It was fun, you know, for the moment, but I couldn't see myself like 5, 10 years from now still doing that. But I can still see myself playing games. I'm never going to stop playing games. So I was like, okay, let me just pursue more of YouTube. So it's a thing for me that developed at a young age because I had other siblings to play games with, and it just went on from there. So it was pretty much at a young age and whatnot. So even if you don't have that experience, I'm assuming if you're like a single child and whatnot, I'm sure you would find like friends and stuff in school and whatever hobbies they like to do. Maybe you try them out, because it's kind of a weird spot, but you will eventually develop something that you like. It may be, you know, in your teens, it may be mid 20s, it may be early 20s, you know, there's no time frame.
A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people put like a timestamp on things.
Yeah.
I feel like they think they need to find something they're good at right away. And honestly, like I know some people who just recently found their passions at like 35, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not late at all. Like if you just try a bunch of things, see what you like to do, see what really clicks. If it makes you really happy, that's also a plus. Like something that you enjoy, because if you want to find a hobby that you know you're going to stick to, you need to definitely have a passion for it and a drive for it, especially when it does get harder. So yeah, just try new things. That's what life is all about, just having new experiences, trying a bunch of different hobbies, seeing what you like, and traveling too. Traveling is also a big thing for me. Like even that could be a hobby too, traveling. I mean, it's an expensive hobby, but
expensive, yeah.
But traveling is super, super fun, and you get a different perspective about a lot of things, and who knows, you might find a hobby through that as well. So
yeah, honestly, I didn't like you said, it can come at different ages and stuff. So like my like, I love traveling now, and I just started last year when I was 27. Like I just started traveling, and it's like, dude, I love this. I always wanted to travel, but I didn't know how I was able to do that, because I've had like retail jobs and stuff, set schedules, and you know, situations I wasn't really making enough to travel, or I don't know people in this area to travel and whatnot. And you know, and like it was a lot of factors I had to consider, and it's like it was mostly because of the time frame. That was my biggest issue. Like when I was working at Amazon, it was only 3 days a week. However, it would be like 10 to 12-hour shifts, and even then we can be called in to do overtime. So it's like I can put in for vacation, but if I were to travel to somewhere, where would I go? Like I don't know, like I feel like it's definitely enjoyable when you go somewhere that you know someone stays there. Like if I go to Vegas, I know I have a ton of people in Vegas that I actually know and whatnot. Of course, you can still travel to like places, you know, by yourself for sightseeing and whatnot. But you know, I've actually always traveled by myself and everything. But yeah, it's kind of like that for me. It was just more of time was more of a time thing for me. But I can make my own time now, thankfully, with the job that I have. You know, I can make my own schedule. So it ended up working out in the end for me. And like I said, I found that hobby just last year, and I love traveling, and I want to do more of it once this pandemic ends. So
I know. It's so bad.
But no, that was actually a really good one because
I like that one. Yeah.
I don't because my niece, she pretty much grew up doing the same things I did, and I don't want to expound on it too much, of course. But like playing games and everything, but her situation was a lot different. She wasn't always around us, you know. She was still staying with her mom and everything. So it's like I don't know what she could be doing over there. Like I gave her my Wii like a couple of years ago and stuff like that, so she would have something to do. But she is definitely one of those people that don't really have like an actual hobby and stuff. Like I've been she's been through the whole teen phase in high school. Like, oh, I gotta have the latest fashion. Oh, I gotta look cool for my friends. Oh, that's not hip. Lame, whatever. You know, all that stuff. But it's like,
I love your impersonation.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I told myself, you know, this is my niece. We're actually not that far apart in age, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna last forever. Because I always found that like whole preppy thing to be annoying or whatever it's called. It's like, oh my god, I hated being around her when she got to high school, dude.
Like things that you like. That's why if you want to find like a hobby, try and find something that does not exaggerate, but like just helps you do what you already enjoy doing. So for example, if you said your niece, right?
Yeah.
So like if your niece likes makeup and like dressing up, maybe she can try modeling, or maybe she can try fashion design or makeup, or like be an MUA or something, right? So it's like it's finding something that you finding something that has the things, or like I wouldn't say hobbies, but like has the things that you already like, that you enjoy doing, you know, and just like going from there.
I think the thing is, like, she hasn't really been around like me and like my side of the family and everything. It's like I don't think she really developed a hobby, you know, because me and my mom would always talk about this and everything. Like, she wouldn't really do anything. Like, I don't know if she has anything she actually likes doing. I mean, she's done a lot of stuff for like me and whatnot. I even told her about my YouTube thing and you know, told her how I actually turned that into a career and a business.
It could be a thing where she just needs a drive, or maybe like motivation or a push.
I don't think she has the drive.
But yeah, I mean, it's never too late. I mean, eventually, I think she'll find something she's passionate about.
Yeah, so hopefully she does find something she enjoys. And like I said, it can come at any age. Right now, what is she, 20? Wow, is she 25? Holy crap.
Oh, she's still young. Yeah, she's fine.
Wow. She's closer to me than I thought. Oh, God. Oh, no. Because my oldest brother is like 40 something. So my niece being that close in age to me still kind of scares me. Yeah. Is she taller? Yeah, I think she's taller than me. But let's not talk about that.
Yeah, she could totally be a model.
Yeah, she could. I don't think she wears makeup either. She's just like a tomboy.
Naturally beautiful.
I'm not gonna give her that compliment, sorry, but no.
Well, I'll give her the compliment.
Thank you. But yeah, so even if you haven't found your passion or a hobby yet, just try out different things. Even if it like, just try out something new. Even if you think you would like it. Like, I've never tried ice skating before. I suck at it, but was it fun?
I took him ice skating one time.
She kidnapped me and took me ice skating.
I think that was that my birthday that I did ice skating?
That was when I went to Vegas.
It was my birthday for ice skating. You actually did really good. Like, you know, people will usually like quit. You kept going. Like, you really wanted to learn, which is like really cool. I think that's what makes you different from like other people who have tried hobbies. Is like you actually tried. Like, you didn't just try it for a little bit and was just like, I don't like this, you know. You actually try to put an effort, and you actually had a fun time. So
yeah, it was enjoyable because like it was something all my friends did, and it was my first time doing it. So okay, let me try it out. You know, I don't have much experience with anything. When I say I stay at home, YouTube and Twitch, I literally do nothing but that. So I don't have much experience with a lot of things except bowling. Funny enough, I used to go bowling when I worked at, yeah, I used to go bowling a lot when I worked at Amazon with coworkers. But yeah, back to the ice skating thing. Yeah, well, it was super fun. Something I never thought I would try, honestly. And I failed so much. I was sore for the next 2 days, like just straight. I was like, oh, I'm getting old.
Oh my God.
The old age kicking in, man.
Oh, I'm older than you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you didn't fall like I did, okay?
That's because I've done it. I when I first started ice skating, I fell a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
It's scary at first, but you'll get the hang of it.
I'm pretty stubborn. I don't know, like, it's not the fact that I like don't like being bad at things. I don't know. If I'm not satisfied with the state I'm in, then I'm definitely gonna keep trying, honestly. Like, I was gonna go back out there when I had left. Dude, my legs were shaking. I was like, you know what? I have to go back out there. I went to learn, and then that's when I saw Lane come back out and say, oh, we're going to eat now. I was like, because I really wanted to come back out there. Yeah, next time.
When the pandemic is over, you'll have to go ice skating again.
Yo, it's so hard. Oh my goodness, but it was fun. I had a fun time, so that experience was definitely new for me. And I've never been karaoke. That was also my first time going karaoke. That was
you did so much new stuff when you were over here.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really cool. You got to eat a lot of like different food. You got to try a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that. Like you were also, I don't know why you always do this, but every time you do something new, you always have to text me. You're always just like, oh my God, Fan, I'm doing this today. I'm eating this. I'm like, okay. I'm your secretary or your scheduler. You just have to tell
you're like my manager, just keeping up with you.
Just trying to make sure you're doing, I don't know, not hurting yourself or like getting lost somewhere.
It's just fun. I don't know. Like when I went KBBQ, I think I texted you because I went with like Lang, VV, and Chiara. I was like, oh, I'm gonna win BBQ because I think you were hanging out. You're like celebrating your birthday with Chantal or something like that.
Yeah, my best friend.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm going KBBQ again, so that was really enjoyable.
You were so happy. I was like, okay, and I've been Korean barbecue like so many times, and for you to be that excited about Korean barbecue, I was like, okay.
What's wrong with this guy?
Me. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, personally, me, like I said, it's something I learned growing up, and I just always wanted to experience something new. So I've always been like that. Like since my teens and stuff. It's not like that with everyone. Maybe some people are content with what they do already and just want to enjoy what they have, and you have others that want to experience more. It all depends on the person.
I always try to advocate people trying new things and like being put out their comfort zone, because I feel like that just opens you up to just a whole lot of different perspectives and just how other people live and the culture and the food and all that stuff. Like, I really want people to take those things in, because it's not good, in my opinion, it's not good to be stuck in your own bubble and not be open to things. And I feel like people need to be more open to a lot of things, because that's how change happens, right?
Yep, 100%.
So, yeah, I always try to, like, give new experiences to people and just tell people, even if it's scary or even if you think you're not gonna like it, just do it.
Yeah, just try it anyway. Yeah, that's definitely a good mindset to have. I think after high school, I thought something similar towards that, like, because like I didn't really go to a really good school, bullied in school and all that stuff. It's just a whole bad environment. And then like once I graduated high school, I told myself, you know what, I kind of want to be a different person in college. I want to try and talk to more people. I want to try and be more open, and because at high school I was just pretty much staying to myself, because, the like I said, the nature of the environment was just bad and whatnot. So I just want to get the heck out of there. Simple as that. So when I went to college, I told myself, I was like, okay, I'm going to stop drinking soda. And I want to talk to more women as well. I want to break out of my own shell. I am a shy person naturally, but I just wanted that different experience. I wanted to, try for once, try, I may get shot down. It happens to everybody. It's normal, it's natural. You grow from it. And man, in college, the amount of times it was so funny. Like, I got turned down so many times. I think in my English class, which was a really cool teacher, and she found out I was naturally bad at taking tests. In my English class, I actually ended up doing an essay on my experience with women at college. Nothing crazy, like no one night stand, blah, 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 none of that, but just talking with them and just getting shot down, basically. And I did like a 3 or 4 page essay of that, just explaining situations and how I was feeling and everything. She's like, oh, that's actually really cool. And I actually did an essay on, the experiences of people that I've met and how I got shot down and my mindset afterwards. And it was actually pretty cool. It was actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie. So
not bad. I never knew that you did an essay about talking to
because
girls
like I wasn't so
college.
good at English. I enjoyed the subject much more after that because it was she gave us, it was like you picked your own topic of essay and whatnot. It was like the early stages of the class and whatnot, maybe like during the introduction phase. So she told us to write an essay, make sure it's like 2 to 3 pages, X amount of words. You pick the topic for like the first one, and I was thinking like, okay, maybe I could do an essay on the people that
is such an interesting topic.
Rejected me. Yeah, I forgot the name of it. I think it was just rejection or something like.
Rejection. What an original title.
Thank you, I appreciate it. No, it was so fun to do. Just writing it down. It was actually pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
Oh. Not bad.
Yeah, so like honestly, from that point on, I always wanted to like just be a different person than I was like beforehand. I just always wanted to be a better self, I've always strived for that,
Yeah,
so.
of course. I think people should always strive to be a better person than they were the day before, or even a year before.
Like I even told myself, I mean, of course, we joke around about certain things and whatnot, like, but I even told myself that I'm probably like, I'm not going to use the word hate when describing mutuals or just another individual, because I don't want to have like that type of negative emotion, and like, I don't want myself to feel like I hate something, it's kind of a weird way to explain it, but it's like I'm just trying to stay all positive and everything. Of course, I'm still keeping a realistic mindset, obviously, but like I just don't want to have that thought in my head, like, oh man, I hate this guy. And I was like, no, I don't worry about those type of people. I just worry about the ones that I do like, And I don't know. I just kind of came to that conclusion. I'm just trying to find a way to just better myself every single day. That's how it is. It's just how it is. So.
Of course.
So there's another topic. So this is gonna be for you too, because I don't know if this one was strictly for me. Oh, it is. Okay. One of my mods, actually, No Nick. He's a mod in my Discord and my stream, and known him for a few years actually. Okay, so like I said, it's gonna be for both of us. What inspired your crazy work ethic? And I want you to go off of that.
So, my mom. My mom is such a boss. Like, I'm not even joking. She is so, like, when you first, I mean, have you met my mom? Have you met my mom?
I don't know if
you
have.
have.
I don't think I have.
Okay.
I think I just only met Christian's parents.
She's this, like, sweet, short Asian lady. Very, very nice. Like, she's a mom to a lot of my friends. Like, she's so nice. She likes making sure everyone's eating well, doing well. She always, like, will always say hi to stream. And she's made a couple of cameos on my stream just on, like, her talking or like calling me randomly. But sick. My goodness, don't let that fool you. My mom is such a strict boss. Like, there's so many times where I've caught her yelling at an employee, putting someone in their place. Yeah, because so my mom manages a bunch of like Burger Kings. Here in the Valley. And so the reason why she's so good is that she has this whole like no nonsense tolerance thing. So like, and the amount of time that she puts into it, like she's the one who taught me that if you put X amount of time into something and X amount of passion into something, you're going to get, that return back. And so she taught me to like work hard. She taught me that, you know, sometimes you do have to have a strong backbone. And then what do they call it? Tough love. She has tough love as well. I mean, she's like the typical Asian mom. Maybe she's not like the tiger mom, as like some people would say, but she is very, very strict. But yeah, but she's also like, it's crazy. She is so able to balance being a very loving and caring person, but also balancing the whole worth ethic. And I think it's because she knows how to separate the two, and when she needs to be the strong boss and when she doesn't need to, you know. So she's a very understanding person. Even with things that she doesn't quite understand, like she's willing to learn about it and not just be stuck in her old ways, you know. So I think that's what I think that's where I got my worth ethic from, definitely from her.
I I don't know, because like my mom,
just a workaholic.
Yeah, I don't know where to start, because like, I mean, of course, you know, at a young age, and I really don't know where to start. I mean, because my mom, she worked a lot and everything to provide for all of us, and my dad really wasn't around a lot, so not gonna factor in him. So she had to work like twice as hard to provide for all of us, and you know. But me, I think it just came natural, only because it was something I really enjoyed doing. Because beforehand, you know, I was a super lazy person, honestly, but that's how I saw it. But once it come down to me doing something I enjoy, like I go all in, you know. It's my hobby, so why not, you know. That was my mindset anyway. Like even nowadays, like right now, the day of this recording, like I still enjoy recording. I enjoy editing. Like it's always been my passion, and it's, you know, since it's my hobby, I enjoy doing it all the time. And it's like, it feels weird when I have to do something, like even if it's like something away from what I'm doing, like if I have to go do something outside the house, I feel a little weird about it. It's like, I kind of want to keep doing this. I kind of want to do, like, I'll put it off maybe for like a few days. Like I'll have to go shopping. We still got food in there. I'll be fine. So I'll just like keep working on like video ideas and stuff, and you know, planning out a stream.
Like you are always like, I will see you on Discord at like 5 a.m. and I'm just like, dude, I'm about to go to bed at like 6 a.m. How are you still up doing videos? And
I'm actually staying up later than you now, is the funny part.
Yeah, it's so weird. Usually I'm the one who's like staying up later.
Yeah.
It's so weird to see you still on Discord.
Yeah, I feel like I just have like, since I have all this like natural high energy without like caffeine intake, because I have, you know, a certain period where I do like drink iced coffee, but then it's like maybe once in every blue moon I do that, you know, if I know I need to stay up for like a bigger project or to get all these videos prepared. But most of the time, you know, like I said, since I feel like I have all this high natural energy, you know, I might as well just put all of that into what I do, into streaming, into editing. So it's like, like if I'm feeling hyperactive, and I'm going to try to record as much as possible that day, because tomorrow I could be no energy, blah, 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 kind of slumped and, you know, kind of drained. So, you know, I try to do that while I still have energy, and, you know, and try to prepare as much as possible in advance for when I don't feel as high energetic. Because sometimes I came to your stream, Vanessa, to where it's like, I'm not really feeling it. I don't have the energy. And it's like, I'm going to feed off your energy. And then you have some days like, oh man, I'm tired too. It's like, oh crap.
Yeah. I'm just like, dude, I'm just chilling. I'm so tired right now. I ain't get any sleep. And then you and I are just like zombies on stream.
Yeah. So on the days when she's not like a zombie, when she's like super hyper, say, oh my God, I drank so much coffee. Yeah. I was like, Vanessa, what is wrong with you?
Drink a lot of coffee.
I'm like, yo, that's supposed to be me. Why? Stop it.
I know, it's so weird. It's really weird because usually the days that you're like really tired are the days that I'm hyper, and then vice versa. Like it's really weird. Like it's very rare. There are days where we're both like really tired or both really hyper, but it's very rare. Like it's really weird.
Yeah, because sometimes my sleep pattern is broken up sometimes, and it's like, I need to take a nap again or something. You know, I'm sure it's like that with you too, where your sleep pattern is not consistent as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, when I do have the energy, I mean, I just put all that into what I do. So when I finish streaming, I either go lay down or just watch some videos to just kind of like regain my composure, because streaming, I don't see how people can stream for more than 4 or 5 plus hours. It takes a lot out of
It's
me
a lot.
personally.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
sure,
very
editing
tiring.
videos for YouTube and then, uploading it, thumbnails, all that good stuff, but streaming takes a lot out of it, especially if you're responding to comments constantly. You got to focus on the game. You got to reply to every follow that you get or sub. Like, that's a lot of interaction, it's it's a lot more draining than you would think it would be, honestly, looking at it from the other side. So
that is so true.
so yeah, mostly just my natural high energy and the need to put it, like I said, if I love it, I'm putting my all into it. That's it, simply, honestly. So wow, we actually 9 more minutes. Okay, wow, have we been talking for 51 minutes?
I guess so.
Yo,
I went by so fast.
Okay, so this is another good topic as well. Let's see. Entertaining. Oh, okay. So by Justima, also one of my mods in my Discord. Oh, you guys love me. Appreciate you. Pink heart. So he asked me, oh, it's gonna be for you as well, how to be successful in life.
Ooh, I mean, it depends on what your
definition
of success is. Yeah. Like for me, I feel like I'll never reach the kind of success that I want. And it's not as a bad thing. It's because every time I accomplish something, there's always something else for me to accomplish.
100%.
Like I always try not to look at it as like an end goal. I always try to look at it as I want to live my life to the end, knowing that I did everything that I wanted to do. I tried everything I wanted to try. I worked as hard as I wanted to work. Like, I think that's what success is for me. If you're, but like I said, it's different for everybody. So maybe your idea of success is to be a popular YouTuber or like a popular streamer or just someone in that kind of like headspace. Well, you would definitely need like the motivation and the drive. You definitely need a plan. That stuff is very like businessy, so maybe come up with like a business plan, come up with original ideas and stuff like that. Yeah, it's such a broad question. I feel
honestly, I feel like it can be anything you want it to be. So it's like success really depends on what you define as being successful. You can have everything you want, but not necessarily like all the expensive things or like the best paying jobs and stuff. If you're content with what you have, then that's what I want to say, that you can define yourself as being successful. Like my friend, he has a family, he has kids, he may not have the best paying job out there, he's not Bill Gates, he don't have the most money in the world, he's not in Forbes list, none of that stuff. He has his own family, he has a kid, and I'm pretty sure that's his own version of success,
Yeah, that's
what
true.
makes him happy, and he has everything that he wants. And for a person like me, much like her, I'm never content to where I am, because I always want more. So it's like I feel like I'm in a pretty good position right now, but there is so much more I want to experience.
Yeah.
I want to experience the whole world. I want to experience just new things in general, and it's like I'm never gonna be happy where I am. I feel like that's how I also grow, because I just like I have a lot of self-motivation as well. I have days where I'm not as motivated. I can probably get randomly motivated from YouTube video or whatnot, but most of the time it's self-motivation, because I always, like I said, I always want to better myself, and I always want to experience new things. And like I said, for me, honestly, I'm just striving to be as successful as possible. So like I'm just gonna always keep striving for that. Yeah.
Success is very different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just that like life is all about just learning new things and like trying new things and experiencing a bunch of different things. Like that's, I don't know, success for me would just be being able to just like experience things outside of my little bubble that is my room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's things that I could say I've achieved, but it's never going to be like, okay, I'm done. Like, I've succeeded. I don't think I'm ever going to reach that point.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing. That's I look at it as a good thing because there's just so much more out there than I think I even
do. So much more. I want to travel a lot of the world, and it's just so many experiences I have yet to have. So, pretty much, success just equates to happiness. And, I'm happy where I am right now, but I still want to like broaden that. I really want to broaden that and just check out new things, Ooh, woo.
Yeah. I was waiting for the uwu. I was like,
I was holding off of it. If you reach this far into the podcast, then you get the uwu.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we can. This is the last topic. Okay. So from Pack Cheese Stick, yes, that's his name. He changed his name like twice. I'm gonna throw. He's one of my mods as well. So this is from my subreddit. So I'm probably gonna generalize it. Well, once they see the first podcast, they'll know who I'm just what the co-host is and everything. For the people that don't come out to my streams and actually know who you are and whatnot. But the question was, what motivated you to create content and pursue the life of an entertainer?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't even think of myself as an entertainer.
Yeah, but you
I'm
are.
I'm in this like, I don't know. Like sometimes I'll find myself questioning like, why do people watch me? I'm like so boring. I don't know why. I started streaming and doing like all the stuff that I'm doing now because I was just like super bored. That's literally all I could think of like as a reason because I started streaming when I moved out of my house and I moved to Colorado and I didn't have any friends. I didn't have my family. It was just me and my husband, and like I miss playing video games with my friends and just having that like everyone over, bring their consoles, bring their TVs, just like having this like LAN party or whatever. And I miss that. So like one time my friend was just like, oh, why don't you start streaming? And I was like, what is that? I had no idea what streaming was. I didn't know you could make it into something. I never watched any Twitch streamers or anything like that. So yeah, I started doing that when I started streaming League of Legends and 7 Days to Die and stuff like that. And it just like took off from there. And yeah, I think I just missed having that like group of friends, which is crazy because it's not even just a group of friends anymore. It's like a community. And I really, really enjoy that because I don't think I've never made something like that, like a community and have just like a group of people with like the same kind of like mindset, very chill, very fun, So yeah, it was just, that's pretty much like how it started. And I really enjoy it. Honestly, I don't like to think of myself as an entertainer because I don't think I'm very entertaining and I don't think I want to be that kind of like entertainer.
Yeah.
But I do, like what really keeps me going is definitely the community and the people that I've met and just how fun and enjoyable streaming is. It is very hard and there are some days where I'm just like, I don't want to do it, But, even on those days where I don't want to do it, I just turn it on and I see everyone in chat and just like changes my whole mood.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of like my escape too. I know people go to my stream to kind of escape their real life, but then for me, I stream because it's my escape as well, just to hang out with everyone.
Okay, yeah, that's how I actually found you and whatnot. And I don't. You say you aren't, but yeah, it was a really fun stream and stuff because I was actually lurking for a bit before I started talking in your stream. So
yeah, you did.
Because at that time I stopped playing Monster Hunter because of my whole save data, and my friends actually stopped playing the game, and I didn't have anybody to play with. So I was like, okay, that was pretty sick. For me, like I said, it all started when I was watching YouTube videos, mainly Ryan Higa. I watched a lot of his videos and how he will put like crazy funny edits in his video. And I told myself, maybe I should try to do something like that, And here we are. We are.
I think you're an entertainer because you're always so like high energy. and so much fun to watch and like you're just I don't know, you're just so hyper. I'm like the opposite. I'm just like, yo, let's chill. I just want to play video games. And then freaking Riku's over here like, ah! But I think that's what's really cool is because we play off of each other like that. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. You're very opposite, but then at the same time, like we're not super opposite where we aren't like compatible as like co-hosts or like friends and stuff like that. So
yeah, I have like the same energy as you and your sisters all in one. So it's like, it's crazy.
Oh, man, wait till we get all three of us in one room. My goodness,
bouncing off the walls, man. So. Well, we have reached the hour mark. Vanessa! Yeah.
That was so fast. That was a lot of fun. Thank you to everyone who, sent in topics and stuff like that. I really like the questions. I can't wait to see what else everyone sends us. Because I'm very curious to see what people would enjoy hearing us talk about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And you can bring it up in your streams as well now. So yeah, of course it'll be edited sometime. It'll be put up maybe end of this week or maybe Monday of next week and stuff like that.
So we're doing this once a week, yeah?
I want to try once a week. And I'm not going to try to have it at the end of the week since I know you do your VTuber on Friday and I don't want you to put on makeup for the podcast and then take it off for the VTuber. I'm not going to have you do that. So, because if you want to potato that whole day, I'm not going to do the podcast. I'm going to let you potato that whole day.
I mean, Mondays work for me.
Yeah. Since you don't stream on Monday. Oh, crap. You don't stream today, do you?
Nope.
Oh, wait. Today's Monday. What?
Yeah, today is Monday. God. It's okay. I always forget what day it is, too. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Pandemic kind of just like, threw all the days away. Like
just merged everything into one day.
Yeah. It's almost like a fever dream.
Yeah, so that's it for this podcast. TurnBased. Yeah, ooh woo.
TurnBased. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let us know if there's anything we can change, improve on the stream or the podcast. Let us know what you guys think about the name and everything. I freaking love the name. I freaking love the icon. Riku, the heck are you doing?
Sorry. Yeah. So,
wait, tell them who made the icon. Should we shout out who made the icon and stuff?
Yeah. I'm gonna have this edited because I have to go to the name. Like I still have in my DMs. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, well, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys again so much for listening and watching.
Social media handles are below, so make sure you follow her.
I'm new at this YouTube thing, so you're gonna have to do the whole subscribe button, press bell, whatever the bell.
Yeah,
thing
make sure you guys subscribe. Okay. Like the video, turn on the notification bell. We'll see you in the next podcast. And
hey, I wish you would come out with like an outro or something.
Yeah, I gotta figure it out.
We'll get it eventually. You guys have ideas.